Hare Krishna. ISKCON Disciple Course, Unit 2, Lesson 1, Guru Padashray. First, we need to understand what does it mean. Guru Padashray means, Guru means spiritual master, Pad means feet, Ashray means shelter. So how we should take shelter of our spiritual master? This is a shloka from Shvetashvatar Upanishad 6.23. Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite kathita hi artho prakashanto mahatmano. Unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master, all the imports of Vedic knowledge are automatically revealed. So, Shvetashvatar Upanishad saying that those are the great souls who have equal faith and firm faith on both Lord Krishna and his spiritual master. All the Vedic knowledge is automatically revealed to him. So, to become a great soul or to become a pure devotee, it is not necessary to become a very scholarly person in Sanskrit. Some people may memorize all the shlokas from Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita and very good command on Sanskrit grammar, but if he is not having firm faith on his authentic spiritual master and same faith as Lord Krishna, then the Vedic knowledge will not be revealed completely. So that's why this Vedic knowledge is actually secret. It's not like normal materialistic books that we can take it and study it and we can understand, or we can understand from anybody. It's not like that. All the Vedic scriptures are very having very secret knowledge, and the goal of all Vedic scriptures, how to get Krishna Prema. So we can see that Srila Prabhupada's Guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Guru, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, was actually illiterate. Means he was not that scholarly, like he studied and he were very good in Sanskrit grammar, and but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was highly qualified. But still, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is considered as seventh Goswami, he advised to his son that please go to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji and approach so that he can accept you as his disciple. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur knows the position of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. So this may be a question like, how can be a person who is not literate and he can be a guru? He can be a guru because he got all Vedic knowledge automatically by having firm faith on Guru and Lord Krishna. This is the qualification. So that's why you remember that one Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he made one Brahmana who was trying to read Bhagavad Gita, but he was illiterate, and by seeing Krishna as a charioteer, he was just crying and seeing the picture and trying to read Bhagavad Gita, but he was not a literate person. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him that why you are crying. Then he replied that I am actually illiterate. I don't understand any words of this Bhagavad Gita, but my Guru Maharaj has told me, you read Bhagavad Gita. So I am trying to read, because he was trying to read and trying to fulfilling the order of his spiritual master, as he has firm faith. The secret of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed to his heart. He was crying out of ecstasy, that he was saying that Krishna is so merciful and so much Bhakta Vatsala, that he was serving like a Shudra's work, as a Sarthi, as a charioteer to Arjuna. So remembering that Leela, he was crying. In Gurupad Ashray, first we need to understand that Prabhupada Ashray is very important. Prabhupada Ashray means our founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent teacher and ultimate authority within our society. Like in every school there is a principal, so in our organization Srila Prabhupada is always the principal, always the ultimate authority. And Srila Prabhupada has a unique relationship with every ISKCON devotee. Whoever step into the ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada has his own personal relationship. So here we need to understand that any new members come into ISKCON, ISKCON devotees shall instruct new members to take shelter of Srila Prabhupada. We should not tell anyone, okay, now you came to our group, you should take initiation from our Guru. Not like that. This is Guruvad. The new member first should be introduced to Srila Prabhupada. We should give him Srila Prabhupada's books. We should introduce him with Srila Prabhupada's lectures, letters, by giving lectures and providing in pen drive, maybe somehow from the internet we can guide, so that he listen every day Srila Prabhupada and read Srila Prabhupada's all the books. First we need to establish relationship with Srila Prabhupada, and later on when the person becomes little mature in this process, then he, by using his intelligence, he will decide who will be his Guru and after how many times he wants to take initiation. So we should not force anyone. ISKCON members shall choose when and from whom they wish to request initiation. This is ISKCON law 7.2.1 to stop Guruvad. Generally it happens like some people joined your group and you are initiated to a Guru, because the Shakti is coming from Krishna through your Guru. So, and you are giving classes to them. So many times generally they approach the Guru whom you are following. That is okay if they themselves approaching, but we should not take initiative, that because our Guru never become happy like we forcing someone to come under him, or we are forcing someone to take initiation from, or we are increasing his disciples. Guru becomes happy only when we engage those people who are surrounding us in Krishna consciousness. When we are preaching people and we are teaching the whatever given by Srila Prabhupada, by our Guru Maharaj, and we helping them to progress, means we are engaging them, so then Guru will be happy. Guru will never like happy we are forcing someone and increasing disciples. That is not a motto. So it should be very clear about that, that first we new members, we should inspire them to read Prabhupada's book and hear Prabhupada's lecture. They must focus their attention on Srila Prabhupada as the founder Acharya and as their preeminent Siksha Guru. This is Prabhupada Ashray. Then again, ISKCON law 7.2.1 on first Harinam initiation, that after chanting the Pranam mantra of their Diksha Guru, every Diksha Guru has Pranam mantra. If we have taken shelter or if we have taken initiation, we can chant this mantra of our Diksha Guru. But immediately after chanting the Diksha Guru's Guru mantra, all grand disciples, we are grand disciples. Our Guru is like our spiritual father, and our Guru's spiritual father is Srila Prabhupada. So we are grand disciple of Srila Prabhupada, like granddaughter, grandsons. So Srila Prabhupada is more merciful towards us. Father become very strict to son and daughter, but very, liberal to grandsons, granddaughters. That was said by Srila Prabhupada to his disciples, that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is like your grandfather. So he is very loving towards you. So we should chant the first, at least the first mantra of Srila Prabhupada's Pranam mantra, while offering obeisances as a means of respecting the founder Acharya. We are chanting the full, like Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. This is first. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachata Deshatarine. This is second, right? So we are chanting both, and that is good. But this ISKCON is going to be for 10,000 years. So might be in second mantra, if not chanting, then also at least one must chant the first Pranam mantra of Srila Prabhupada. This is the law. So how the Guru Pradashray in ISKCON? Srila Prabhupada is the ultimate authority, and then under Srila Prabhupada there is Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru, and disciple is under the both Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. In Bhagavad Gita 17.123, Shloka's lecture in Honolulu, July 4, 1974, Srila Prabhupada said, sometimes a Diksha Guru is not present always. Because Diksha Guru, like a Paribrajak Acharya, they are roaming all over the world and delivering the souls, and they are preaching all over the world. So maybe not present in our city, in our place. So therefore one can take learning, instruction from an advanced devotee. So before selecting our Siksha Guru, if we are initiated and at the absence of our Guru, we need to have a Siksha Guru. So we can ask our Guru Maharaj. Actually, we should take permission from Guru Maharaj, that Guru Maharaj, in your absence, who will be my Siksha Guru? Siksha Guru must be an advanced devotee. Or those Guru Maharaj who have so many disciples, they also appoint Siksha Gurus and mentors, counselors. So we can ask that who will be the authority. So Siksha Guru should be advanced devotee. This is called Siksha Guru, and Siksha Guru does not mean he is speaking something against the teaching of the Diksha Guru. Siksha Guru cannot speak against the teaching of Diksha Guru, and if he is doing that, we should not continue with that Siksha Guru. Then he is not Siksha Guru, Srila Prabhupada is saying. He is a rascal. Srila Prabhupada is this word. Because Srila Prabhupada is a very, straightforward, that you should not follow a person who is teaching something else. 303 ZBC statement on the position of Srila Prabhupada. As such, a devotee is ultimately delivered by Sri Krishna, acting through a combination of various manifestations of his mercy. Means Krishna is so merciful, so much Bhakta Vatsal. Krishna is actually sending so much mercy through the Chaitya Guru, Paramatma. Paramatma is everywhere. Srila Prabhupada, who is the preeminent Siksha Guru for all of us, the Guru Parampara, and one's Diksha Guru, other Siksha Gurus, the advanced devotees, holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, scriptures, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, Amal Puran, Bhagavad Gita, and 9 processes of devotional service. Srila Prabhupada has given us full package, 9 processes of devotional service. So Krishna is very much merciful to us, and if one is under the well and somebody wants to bring him out, he will give some what is called give some ropes inside, strong ropes, and then he will catch, and then he will come out when they take him out. Like that, this world is called Bhavakup. Bhavakup, in Bhavakup, Krishna has sent so many representatives of him, and our Diksha Guru is also one of the representative, and Guru is giving us the rope, and the rope means the instructions what Sri Krishna given us. Guru is teaching us and giving us instructions, and we just need to catch it properly, tightly, then Guru will deliver us. So if somebody not catching the rope, then how one can bring him out? Like that. So we have to catch the instructions of Guru, teachings of Guru very tightly, so that we can be delivered from this material world. Within this cooperative element, Srila Prabhupada, as the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, is the preeminent Siksha Guru for all members of ISKCON. For all generations are encouraged to seek shelter of Srila Prabhupada. So there is a question actually, why it is very important that Srila Prabhupada should have a special position even for the future generations. Because Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya. He has given us everything, the basis he has given. So he is the main ultimate authority. He has given all the philosophy. He has revealed all the knowledge from Ved, Upanishad, Puranas. So for all generations, we should encourage to take all of them to seek the shelter of Srila Prabhupada. This is the statement, GBC statement on position of Srila Prabhupada, March 2013, 303. All members of ISKCON are entitled and encouraged to have a personal relationship with Srila Prabhupada through his books. How we should read Prabhupada's books. We should follow his instructions given in the purports, and we also should distribute books as much as possible. Srila Prabhupada becomes very, very happy. And Srila Prabhupada's all teachings in lectures, in letters, and Srila Prabhupada's services to the society, how he sacrificed so many things, like at the old age he didn't took much rest even for us and to the society. We should know his contributions, and we should develop a personal relationship with Srila Prabhupada. Actually, when we hear from our Guru, because at present whoever maximum Guru, all of them almost are disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So if we hear from our Guru, because they have so much love for their Guru, so automatically this love, Prabhupada's love, will transfer to our heart if we faithfully listen to our Guru's lecture. So for spiritual achievement, easiest path is to take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master and to serve him with heart and soul. So ISKCON Disciple Course, if we understand in one line, this is the line, that for spiritual advancement, the easiest path is to take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master and serve him with heart and soul. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Guru Devata Atma. All fear there are so many fear in this material world, fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of future. So all fear of death, all fear will go if we accept spiritual master as our devta, means worshipable deities, and serve from our heart and soul. That is the secret of success. As stated by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his 8 stanzas of prayers to the spiritual master, Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. So if we can please our spiritual master, then we can please Lord Krishna. How our relationship with Lord Krishna, we can understand how our relationship with our Guru. Through that we can understand. In Srimad Bhagavatam purport 3.23.7, Srila Prabhupada has written, by serving or receiving the grace of the spiritual master, one receives the grace of the Supreme Lord. If you are serving only Krishna, then we are not getting the mercy of spiritual master actually, and Krishna will also not talk to us. We remember in Alila that what happened. Ambarish Maharaj, he is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, and Durvasa Muni, he offended Ambarish Maharaj. Actually, he wanted to kill by creating a Rakshasi, namely Kritya. And at that time, Sudarshan Chakra was after Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni approached Brahmaloka, Shiva Loka. Lord Shiva suggested him to go to Vaikuntha Loka because Sudarshan Chakra belongs to Lord Vishnu. And Durvasa Muni, when entered in Vaikuntha, Lord Vishnu even didn't paid any obeisances. Like we remember when Bhrigu Muni entered and kicked on the chest of Lord Vishnu, then he immediately woke up and paid obeisances and asked, okay, you didn't get any hurt? No, like that. Krishna is very much respectful to Brahmana, though he is God himself, but still he respects Brahmanas very much. But when Durvasa Muni went to him, he didn't even pay any obeisances. He just said Aham Bhakta Paradhina. He didn't want to talk. Why? Because he was aparadhi, Vaishnava aparadhi. He offended Krishna's dearmost devotee, Ambarish Maharaj. So if we go to Lord and we just neglect Vaishnavas, Lord Krishna will not consider us as devotee. So we should go through our spiritual master. So by receiving the mercy of spiritual master, actually we receive the grace, the mercy of Lord Krishna. So a sincere disciple, simply by serving a bona fide spiritual master, can achieve all the mercy of the Lord and the spiritual master simultaneously. This is the secret. So actually for Guru Padashray, we need to have some qualifications. Like we should be eager to learn, eager to hear about Krishna, and we should chant some fixed rounds. Like in Prabhupada, focus attention on Srila Prabhupada as preeminent Siksha Guru. Chant Srila Prabhupada's pranam mantras while offering obeisances, and receive guidance from respective ISKCON spiritual authorities, Siksha Gurus. So this is Prabhupada Ashray and complete ISKCON disciple course. And in Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru Ashray, after a minimum of 6 months of following the above, means when we are doing fixed rounds like 16 rounds and 4 regulative principles, one may select one Diksha Guru, and from amongst one's established Siksha Gurus. So at present who are in a Guru's position as ISKCONs, they are already Siksha Gurus for all, and amongst those Siksha Gurus one can select Diksha Guru, and so 6 months is the minimum period. Maximum can be anything, like Guru will decide, Guru will also see, and like that. So Guru Padashraya means we need to approach Guru, and Guru will also see us, how much we have surrender attitude and how much serious we are about bhakti. And there will be ISKCON disciple course, formal letter of recommendation from ISKCON authority, and receive permission from the selected Guru, like that. There is a Guru Padashraya, means we need to take shelter. So after minimum period they finish, then they can accept the Vaishnava Diksha. But Guru is not, we cannot force Guru to, you have to give us initiation, not like that. Guru Padashraya means we are always depends on Guru's mercy. So after initiation, Harinam initiation, one may accept additional Siksha Gurus with the permission of one's Diksha Guru. This is Guru Padashraya. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.